The true horror of the Wunderwaffe was unleashed just 1 week after the Allies landed in Normandy. In the early hours of June 13, 1944, the first operational V-1 flying bombs crossed the English Channel and fell on London. The psychological impact on the British civilian population was immediate and devastating. The V-1 earned the nickname the Buzz Bomb or Doodlebug because of the loud mechanical stutter of its engine echoing across the sky. People would hear the terrifying sound approaching in the clouds and simply hold their breath, hoping it would pass over them. The true terror came when the engine suddenly stopped. This meant the nose propeller had reached its limit and the bomb was entering its terminal dive toward the streets below. The ensuing silence lasted only a few seconds before a massive explosion shattered buildings and destroyed innocent lives. It was an indiscriminate weapon that struck family homes, schools, and hospitals without any warning. Sleep became impossible for the exhausted citizens of London as the attacks continued relentlessly day and night. The V-1 was causing massive structural damage and thousands of civilian casualties, and it seemed for a brief, terrifying moment that the retaliation weapon might fulfill its dark purpose.
The British military desperately scrambled to defend against this new and unusual threat from the sky. Traditional air raid sirens were almost useless because the V-1 flew too fast and too low for the radar operators to provide adequate warning times. A massive defensive ring was rapidly established south of London to protect the capital city. Thousands of anti-aircraft guns were pulled from other areas and deployed to the coast to shoot down the missiles as they crossed over the water. The defense was greatly aided by the secret introduction of American proximity fuses, which allowed the artillery shells to explode when they simply got close to the bomb, rather than needing a direct physical hit. Barrage balloons trailing heavy steel cables were raised into the sky to snag the low-flying bombs and tear their wings off. The Royal Air Force deployed its absolute fastest fighter planes, including the new jet-powered Gloucester Meteor, to intercept the V-1 bombs over the English Channel. Shooting down a V-1 with machine guns was incredibly dangerous because the massive explosion could easily destroy the attacking fighter plane mid-air. Some daring pilots developed a safer but terrifying tactic to defeat the weapon. They would fly perfectly alongside the flying bomb and use the wingtip of their fighter plane to gently tap the wingtip of the V-1. This small physical disturbance would disrupt the crude gyroscopes of the missile and send it crashing harmlessly into the empty countryside. Through a combination of dense anti-aircraft fire and brave fighter pilots, the British eventually managed to intercept a very large percentage of the incoming bombs.